Last week I called ABC presenter Phillip Adams a coward. I was right, and now his cowardice has bitten him and his ABC boss in the backside. Last December, Adams, a former communist and long-time Labor Party member, vilified cricket great Sir Donald Bradman as a racist and tweeted that iconic singer Kamahl was just Bradman's honorary white man for being his friend. That slur was false, it was disgusting, it was racist, and last week ABC Managing Director David Anderson told the Senate Estimates Committee that Adams had apologised privately to Kamahl for insulting him publicly.
Mr Adams has written to Kamahl apologising for that. Certainly an individual, in this case Kamahl, was offended by that, but I think many other Australians were offended by that too.
Now, as I said last week, Adams was a coward for apologising only privately for a public insult, and now it's backfired badly. If he'd manned up and apologised publicly, his boss, David Anderson, would not now be in danger of being found to have misled Parliament, because it turns out that Kamahl never got that apology from Adams. Joining me now is Kamahl. Kamahl, thanks for your time. Phillip Adams claimed he sent you his apology last month, but you never got it, did you?
You know, I mean, the fact is, it's Phillip, it's up to him to make the necessary apology, but he has made no effort. He refers to his wife being Aboriginal and his daughter being gay or something, which has no relevance to what we're talking about. And he doesn't seem man enough to face up to it and to simply apologize on air. I mean, meaning he is sending me a private letter to apologize something he did. He humiliated me, insulted me publicly, and also was derisive about my friend, the greatest sportsman ever. And there's no respect. I mean, I'm disappointed when people like that in power. I think the problem really is that they have this power and they feel they can get away with anything.
Now, when you contacted David Anderson and said, you know, where's my apology, to his credit, he did express embarrassment. He did get onto it. Apparently, he contacted Phillip Adams directly, and Phillip Adams on Friday did finally apologise to you, I believe, in a tweet or in a email or something. Now, I've read that apology, Kamahl, and I have to say, it is not an apology's bootstraps. In fact, he blames you. He said, and let me read out what he wrote to you. It pains me deeply that you believe I've been both unkind and cruel to you. This stems from a misunderstanding about that tweet, intended as a rebuke to Bradman, not to you. I regret that my words have been misunderstood. Kamahl, it's just blaming you for being, so silly that you misunderstood it. When you said that you were Bradman's honorary white. How did you take that apology?
I think Phillip is not facing the fact. He doesn't seem man enough to own it and just get over it. The very fact that he blocked me the next day speaks volumes for his character. But, I mean, we all make mistakes. We make faux pas. But surely, you should be man enough to stand up and say, look, I'm really sorry. Or have me on this program and teach me about his classical music or his philosophy or his wisdom. Share something with me, and maybe I can learn something from him. But so far, his lesson is not very good.
But the point for me is that by saying you misunderstood it, right? Here is Phillip Adams saying, oh, well, you were just Bradman's honorary white, which actually is an insult to you, not just demeaning your friendship with Donald Bradman, but also implying that you're somehow so ignorant or naive or whatever, that you didn't know you're being treated like a fool by a racist. I mean, that is so offensive. It was directly offensive to you, and I don't see that as you say, is not owning this.
Yeah, I mean, I think the term honorary white was during the regime in Africa, when Nelson Mandela was humiliated the way he was. And I think it was unfortunate that Phillip had to refer to that as an honorable white. And I hope, look, I don't want to make it any worse than it is. Have me on his program, or at least, or I don't have to be on his program, but maybe he can make a public apology rather than hide behind the email. I have received one email from him about 3 or 4 days ago. That's about it, and which is pretty empty. And face the fact, be a man.
Kamahl, I just have to say that if you stood in the middle of the SCG or the MCG with Phillip Adams next to you and the crowd was asked to decide which man was the greater Australian, I think I know who'd win it. Kamahl, it's an honour to have you on the show. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Andrew.